talked about Kingdom Protista, and we have started with this new topic and also discussed some of its basic features. Along with that, we have also discussed all the classification subtypes that we are going to study in each and every lecture separately. So as you know that we have studied there are three sub classifications. So usme se in today's lecture we are going to discuss the first classification type. So if you haven't watched that video, then I'll provide the link in the description. Please do check it out, and if you like my videos, then please do subscribe. So without wasting further time, let's get started. So in amoeboid protozoan, that is the first subtype of protozoans, protistans. So in amoeboid, first of all, they can be free living or parasitic. Also, their mode of nutrition mainly is holozoic, right? And जिसके वजह से इसका नाम अमीबॉइड पड़ा. सो अमीबा के पास कौन सा स्ट्रक्चर होता है लोकोमोटरी? सो दैट इज सूडोपोडिया. सो हियर सूडोपोडिया इज प्रेजेंट फॉर लोकोमोशन, राइट? इट ऑल्सो सर्व्स द फंक्शन ऑफ कैचिंग प्रे and reproduction. So these three are the main functions of pseudopodia, right? The next point is some of them may also have, कुछ के पास siliceous cell wall भी हो सकती है. What do you mean by siliceous cell wall? Cell wall made up of silica, right? So some of them, that is not a necessity, but some of them may possess it. Now the reproduction. So the reproduction is usually asexual type and are of mainly two types, right? They can be fissions or binary fission, or you have sporulation or encystment, right? So in sporulation, what occurs, if this is amoeba and having a nucleus, so in unfavorable condition they will be developing some 3-layered cyst wall, right? So cyst will develop, and then inside this cyst wall multiple fissions will occur, right? So inside this cyst, 3-layered cyst, we have multiple fissions started, multinucleated conditions, multicellular conditions or multisporic conditions, right? Then these spores, when favorable conditions will be received by this spore or this amoeba, encysted amoeba, then that will give rise to the bursting of this cell or cyst wall, and then all these spores will be released out. So these spores are known as pseudopodospores. और ये कितने होते हैं? अराउंड 250 to 600 इन नंबर में. तो एक एंसिस्टेड अमीबॉइड प्रोटोजोन में देर आर अराउंड 250 to 600 सूडोपोडियोस्पोर्स. तो एक सिस्ट से आप सोच सकते हो 250 से 600 सूडोपोडियोस्पोर्स निकलने वाले. सो दैट्स अ वेरी बिग अमाउंट, राइट? सो बाइनरी फिजन तो एक्सप्लेन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. द पेरेंट सेल गेट्स डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 डॉटर सेल्स एंड दैट इज रिगार्डेड एज अ बाइनरी fission. So they reproduce asexually by these two processes, binary fission and sporulation or encystment, where they develop cyst wall and then multiple fissions occur inside that cyst wall and pseudopodiospores form, and after a particular condition the cyst wall will burst and leading to the release of these pseudopodiospores that are around 250 to 600 in number, right? Now we'll be studying some examples of this amoeboid protozoans, right? So the first example is So these are examples. First is amoeba, Proteus, which is the normal amoeba that you study, and it is a fresh water form. ठीक है, तो ये normal amoeba है. The next is Entamoeba gingivalis. This one is present in teeth, gums. ठीक है, humans में. So ये हमारे teeth, gums में present होते हैं, and they usually cause pyorrhea, जिसमें bleeding होती है of gums. ठीक है, so जो हमारे gums होते हैं वो bleed करते हैं. So bleeding of gums associated with pyorrhea. So the pyorrhea का cause क्या है? This Entamoeba gingivalis that is in protozoan, right? Now the third example is Entamoeba histolytica. So Entamoeba histolytica usually क्या? It causes amoebic dysentery or amoebiasis, right? And also it follows oral fecal route. What do you mean by oral fecal route? That it like we will be getting contaminated with this particular protozoan, that is Entamoeba histolytica, through oral route, that is either through contaminated food or through contaminated water. It follows oral fecal route. That means for example, if we are taking any contaminated food or water, that must be having this particular protozoan. So it enters via contaminated food and water, and then it is released, or it infects other animals too by the release of its infective stage of cysts in the fecal matter. So fecal matter से cystic stages निकलती हैं, और जो भी आपकी egg stage होती है वो निकलेगी, and from oral route you are taking or ingesting that in the form of contaminated food and water, right? So it follows oral fecal route, and as you can see, dysentery, amoebic dysentery and amoebiasis. So it is a dysentery, so you will feel like vomiting, you will be having stomach cramps, you will be having pains, right? तो ये सब चीजें होंगी, and this will be causing Entamoeba histolytica, will be causing amoebic dysentery. Now the infective stage of this Entamoeba histolytica is quadrinucleated stage, quadrinucleated cyst stage. So this is the infective stage of Entamoeba histolytica, and this will be the stage जहां से this particular pathogen or protozoan will start showing the symptoms in a human or in any organisms, right? So these three are the examples of protozoans. The next type of protozoan protistans are flagellates. So सबसे पहला point यहाँ पर भी same आता है, they can be free living or they can be parasitic. Next point आता है यहाँ पर, they also have holozoic form of nutrition. The next and the most important, इसके पास for locomotion they have flagella. That's why इनका नाम flagellates है. Then इनका reproduction asexually होता है by fission. So these are the basic features of flagellates, right? Now the main thing is examples. तो first example आता है यहाँ पर Leishmania. That is an example of flagellate. This Leishmania is responsible for the disease known as Kala Azar or dum-dum fever, right? And also this is a digenetic parasite or pathogen. What do you mean by digenetic? That it has two hosts. मतलब वो पूरी लाइफ साइकिल किसी एक होस्ट में कंप्लीट नहीं कर सकता है. इट नीड्स टू डिफरेंट कंडीशंस, टू डिफरेंट होस्ट, जहां पर some part of the life cycle will be completed in one host, and for the rest half of the life cycle they will be needing a separate host and a separate conditions, right? So digenetic host में यहाँ पर लेishmania का कौन सा आता है digenetic host? So leishmania has two hosts, primary host and secondary host. So जो primary host होता है that is sand fly, right? And the secondary host is human. So primary host is sandfly, and sandfly का scientific name होता है Phlebotomus argentipes. Phlebotomus argentipes. So this is the one example. The second example is trypanosoma. So this trypanosoma causes sleeping sickness. Right, and it is also a digenetic. It also have two hosts. So what are those two hosts? So primary host यहाँ पर होती है एक fly या जिसका नाम है tsetse fly. T is silent. So tsetse fly is a primary host, and secondary host में you have humans. Right. So tsetse fly का scientific name is Glossina palpalis. Right. So these two are the main examples. There is also a third example which is Trichomonas vaginalis. That is present in the vagina. ठीक है? So it is present in the vagina, and vagina is present in female, and it causes leukorrhea, right? So it causes leukorrhea in case of human females. So these three are the examples of flagellated protozoans, right? So among the protozoans, the third type is ciliates. Right? So the third type of protozoans are ciliates. यहाँ पर कुछ बेसिक फीचर्स हम पढ़ते हैं. तो यहाँ पर नॉर्मली बेसिक फीचर्स वही है. सबसे पहला पॉइंट क्या है? दे विल बी फ्री लिविंग और पैरासिटिक. ठीक है, तो ये तो नॉर्मली वही जो हम अभी तक पढ़ रहे हैं कि फ्री लिविंग और पैरासिटिक होगा. ठीक है, उसके अलावा यहाँ पर क्या होगा कि जो भी ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं उनका मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन क्या है. सो यूजुअली ये जितने फ्री लिविंग होते हैं ना, यूजुअली उनका मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन होता है होलोजोइक. सो दे हैव होलोजोइक मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. द नेक्स्ट एंड द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज हाउ डू दे लोकोमोट. So they locomote using a locomotory organelle or structure known as cilia. That's why they are known as ciliates, right? So the next point is that the locomotion is mainly by cilia, which is present all over their body. This is cilia only. ठीक है? So ये मैं general features बता रही हूँ. ठीक है? Now after locomotion अब हमारे पास आता है next point, reproduction. So reproduction जो होता है इनमें, that is by both, by asexual means also and by sexual means also. ठीक है, तो asexually करते हैं by fissions, normally by binary fissions. ठीक है, and sexual mode of reproduction is accomplished by a form of sexual reproduction, that is conjugation. है ना. So usually हमने बैक्टीरिया में 3 types of sexual reproduction पढ़े थे: conjugation, transformation and transduction. So conjugation is only seen in these protistans, that is their sexual mode of reproduction is by conjugation, right? और एक और चीज और कि around 8 paramecia are formed. Paramecium is an example of ciliates. ठीक है, So if we talk about conjugation, then per conjugation, there will be 8 paramecium formed or paramecia formed. That means paramecia is a plural form, paramecium is a singular form. So 8 paramecia are formed per conjugation event. So this is very important. That means इससे ये समझ आ गया है कि मेन जो हम यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल लेके चलने वाले हैं that is paramecium. ठीक है, और ये paramecium का एक कॉमन नाम भी होता है that is slipper animalcule. And that slipper animalcule जो ये कॉमन नेम दिया है that is due to its appearance similar to slipper. So slipper like appearance की वजह से they are named as slipper animalcule. अब यहाँ पर हम छोटा सा स्ट्रक्चर समझेंगे इसका कि हाउ मतलब उनके अंदर ऑर्गेनेलीज कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है and what are the main organelles present inside. So they have 2 types of nucleus. So one, the smaller one is known as micronucleus, and the larger one is known as macronucleus. ठीक है, अच्छा अब इनका रोल डिफरेंट होता है. माइक्रोन्यूक्लियस इज यूज्ड इन रिप्रोडक्शन. ठीक है, सो इट इज अ रिप्रोडक्टिव न्यूक्लियस, whereas macronucleus is a vegetative nucleus, so it is not used in reproduction process. ठीक है, so दोनों के different function है. This is in reproduction and this is vegetative nucleus. That means it has no role in reproduction. So only micronucleus will be involved in reproduction process. First point. Now the second point is कि यहाँ पर आपको बड़े सारे ये सीलिया दिख रहे हैं. ठीक है ना, तो इनको सीलियास बोलते हैं which are meant for locomotion. एंड ये जो एक डेंस टफ्ट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है वन एंड पे, इसको बोलते हैं कॉर्डल टफ्ट, which means there is a tuft of cluster of many cilias at the caudal end or the tail end. So that's why this tuft of cilia is known as caudal tuft. Now this is a contractile vacuole. So contractile vacuole कहीं पे भी आए उसका काम क्या होता है? It is meant for osmoregulation. तो यहाँ पर भी contractile vacuole का काम क्या है? For osmoregulation. The next main thing is this structures. ये जो छोटे छोटे dotted structures दिख रहे हैं, this is also known as paramylon bodies. So paramylon bodies are what bodies? They are basically storage bodies. ठीक है, so they store. तो ये जो paramylon bodies है ना, ये store करती हैं फूड को in the form of beta-1,3 glucan. So इस फॉर्म में फूड is stored in these paramylon bodies. ठीक है, so paramylon bodies are the storage bodies or the storage organelles where they store their food in the form of beta-1,3 glucan. Clear है? The next thing is what is this structure? तो सबसे पहले ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है ये होता है गलेट. ठीक है, और ये जो यहाँ पर एक सर्कुलर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है ना, दिस इज माउथ. और माउथ को यहाँ पर एक और नाम से बुलाते हैं, दैट इज साइटोस्टोम. स्टोमा मीन्स माउथ. So cytostome or mouth is this opening, and ये जो यहाँ पर एक बॉडी दिख रही है ना, this is known as anus. ठीक है, जैसे माउथ को साइटोस्टोम बोला, ऐसे एनस को we can also call it as cytopyge. cytopyge, cytopyge, right? So then what else? So we have all over these structures ये छोटी छोटी आपको striations दिख रहे हैं. So these striations are trichocysts. Trichocyst is meant for protection mainly. So they are protective in nature, right? Also you will see some food vacuoles here which will show a movement which is known as cyclosis. तो food vacuole यहाँ पर एक kind of movement show करते हैं. That movement, circular movement is known as cyclosis. ठीक है, ऑल्सो यहाँ पर ये जो इसकी ये लेयर बनी हुई है, दिस लेयर, कंप्लीट लेयर इज प्रोटीनेशियस इन नेचर एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नोन एज पेलिकल. सो दिस पेलिकल इज प्रोटीनेशियस इन नेचर. सो थोड़ा सा मेसी हो गया बट समझने का ट्राई करो. दिस इज द स्लिपर एनिमल्क्यूल और पैरामीशियम वेयर इट हैज 2 टाइप्स ऑफ न्यूक्लियस. माइक्रोन्यूक्लियस विच इज अ रिप्रोडक्टिव न्यूक्लियस, macronucleus, which is a vegetative nucleus. It also has a associated structure called gullet, then cytostome or mouth, and then the here is anus. ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये anus है. Then these bodies are known as paramylon bodies, which are the storage bodies which will store the reserve food material in the form of beta-1,3-glucan. Then we have some striations all over the body, that is known as trichocyst, which is protective in nature. Then we have this pellicle, which is proteinaceous layer or the cell wall kind of thing. And then we have contractile vacuole, which is meant for osmoregulation. And this is the caudal tuft, which helps in a kind of movement or locomotion. ठीक है? So this is all about the ciliates or protistans, which are ciliates. So the last form of this protozoans protistans are sporozoans, right? So the fourth one is sporozoans. Now these sporozoans are unique in a nature that they don't have any locomotory organelle or structure. So no locomotory structure associated. ठीक है? The next point is they are purely parasitic in nature. So they are parasites. ठीक है? They have or they follow both reproduction type. That means they have sexual as well as asexual reproduction. ठीक है? तो ये important point आता है. So main points यही है, बाकी सब almost same है. तो यहाँ पर हमने ये चीज देखी कि लोकोमोटरी स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, पैरासिटिक मोड ऑफ लाइफ है, एंड थर्डली दे परफॉर्म और दे हैव बोथ सेक्सुअल एंड एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन टाइप. नाउ मेन थिंग इज एग्जाम्पल. तो यहाँ पर जो एग्जाम्पल आता है इसका, वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट और सबसे बड़ा है प्लाज्मोडियम, विच इज अ क्लास ऑफ मलेरियल पैरासाइट. ठीक है? So ये malarial parasites जो हैं, ये these are collectively known as plasmodium. Now these plasmodium are of many types, and that's why malaria can also be of many types. So mostly these plasmodium are of four main types. First one is Plasmodium vivax, which causes benign tertan malaria. ठीक है? Second is Plasmodium falciparum. This is the most dangerous one. ठीक है? This causes malignant malaria. That means it is the most dangerous one because it is malignant. It can spread from one place to another, just like cancer. ठीक है? Now the third form is Plasmodium ovale. So this one causes mild tertan malaria. And the fourth one is Plasmodium malariae. This one causes quartan malaria. So that you have to remember that normally they are of four types: Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium malaria. And they all are associated with different types of pathogenicity and different types of malaria that you can see, right? So यहाँ पर हमारे पास स्पोरोजोन्स का ये एक प्लाज्मोडियम एग्जाम्पल है, जिसके बारे में हमने पढ़ा कि इट कॉजेज मलेरिया. So how many types of malaria it can cause? So 4 types of, based on which species of Plasmodium is there. ठीक है? Plasmodium is also a digenetic host. What is digenetic? That means it has digenetic host, means it performs its life cycle in 2 hosts, in 2 different hosts, right? So one part of its life cycle will be performed in one host and the other part of the life cycle will be performed in another host. That means for their complete life cycle they need 2 different hosts, right? So usually primary host of Plasmodium is female Anopheles mosquito. ठीक है? And secondary host are humans, because मलेरिया तो हमें ही होता है. But this theory is biologically. अगर कोई आपसे पूछे व्हाट इज द बायोलॉजिकल प्राइमरी होस्ट एंड सेकेंडरी होस्ट, देन आप बोलोगे प्राइमरी होस्ट फीमेल एनोफिलीज है, सेकेंडरी होस्ट ह्यूमंस है. बट इफ समवन आस्क यू दैट मेडिकली यू हैव टू टेल, दैट मीन्स इफ दे आर आस्किंग बायोलॉजिकली तो यही होगा. इफ दे आर आस्किंग मेडिकली प्राइमरी होस्ट कौन सा है, सेकेंडरी होस्ट कौन सा है, सो प्राइमरी बिकम्स योर ह्यूमन एंड सेकेंडरी बिकम्स फीमेल एनोफिलीज मॉस्किटो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर बायोलॉजिकली आता है तो उल्टा है, मेडिकली आता है तो उल्टा है. समझ आ गया? सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द स्पोरोजोन्स एंड विद दिस वी कंप्लीट द प्रोटोजोन टाइप, दैट इज द फर्स्ट सब टाइप ऑफ प्रोटिस्टेंट्स. सो इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द नेक्स्ट subtype, that is Protyston algae, in which we will be talking about chrysophytes, dinoflagellates and euglenoids. So till then, stay tuned.